I do not need to regurgitate the issue of lacking compensation given to faculty members for their tireless efforts. These things the district already knows. They know how faculty members fare in comparison to similar positions at other districts. They know that the mediocre, at best, pay increases over the past decade do not account for inflation rates or cost of living increases. They know that there is an obvious pay discrepancy between faculty and administration. These are not fictional statements or feelings. They are objective realities that even my high school self could Google. Because the district knows these things and yet fails to adequately listen to the faculty proves one of two things. Either A, they are truly ignorant of the situation, or B, they just don't care. Both of these options prove the unfitness of the administration. Let's be clear. No administrator will be personally affected by issues of increased class sizes or lab equity, but yet they expect instructors to increase their work burden with a smile on their face and without fair compensation. My response to this expectation is inspired by the words of Vice Chancellor Blake, who implored that people not be on the beck and call of a jackass. I agree with the sentiment. People should push back against unreasonable expectations with no respect for compensation in return. If the YCCD are desperate to increase class sizes but are unwilling to compensate the effort, then they should volunteer to teach the classes themselves. The argument against compensation from the YCCD relies on fiscal concerns. While fiscal concerns are valid, they have historically not been an issue on previous interests that benefited the YCCD. Additionally, the YFA fact finder presentation demonstrated why this was not an issue. Externally, my brief research in the past 38 hours of me not sleeping, apparently, has discovered this. According to a 2011 American Educational Research Journal article submitted by professors from numerous universities, including Stanford and UC Riverside, while administrators have less impact on students than instructors, they are critical to the motivation of teachers. Teachers who felt that they were supported by their leaders were more likely to work later, participate in optional forums, and take less time off. You are literally saving money. Let me be clear. I am proud of my academic achievements, but while I can remember numerous instructors who changed my life for the better, I cannot even name one administrator. YCCD owes it to the community, alumni, and students to prove a productive environment for learning. Because as of now, I believe the true value is those who can teach, and those who can't, unfortunately, govern those who do. And I would like to say, just as a final note, I've been watching every single one of you when every single one of these people came up and talked, and quite frankly, it is like utterly disgusting, some of the reactions. Some people are literally doodling and not paying attention. These people's livelihoods are on the line, and had I not been raised by a better parent, I would use a lot more colorful language to describe this behavior. Thank you.
From my experience with the colleges so far, I have personally witnessed quite a few of my professors and instructors fight tooth and nail to be here for us time and time again. Not only without the assistance from the school, most times I've witnessed them actually fight the people in charge just for the opportunity to help us with attaining what they are set to do. But the point is that knowledge is power, and the answer to whatever problems will be in store for the future, no matter what they pertain to, the keys to us succeeding or not are, in fact, the tools and information these few individuals will provide. You don't put strangleholds on things you expect to flourish. You constrict nourishment, you take away the accomplishments every student in every field here is here to acquire. In my opinion, without our instructors comfortable and capable of having room to breathe, we're in fact removing the possibility of success in our own search for knowledge, which in turn threatens all of your standings as well. The people who we are discussing aren't in any way expendable, replaceable, nor wrong for looking towards the board for support. They have given their own personal time, money, concern, blood, sweat, and tears, and whole lives in the pursuit of helping ours flourish. I don't believe that there should be a question about who the funds should go to if the funds are present, and if the funds aren't present, we should probably try to find them for them, because none of us would be here without our instructors.
Way to put it. I don't have a prepared speech. I just found out about this stuff the other day. I just heard the other day. And so one of the questions that I have is, and maybe it's a question that I shouldn't have, or that I should have researched in the past 24 hours, and I should know, why did I just find out? Why didn't I find out when I registered through some kind of automated email that my district was unstable, that you were putting my professors in a position that they felt that they needed to strike potentially, and midway through I could lose all my units? That's a massive waste of my resources, and I'm not the only one in this position. I'm not the only one. How? And there's no possible way for you to mitigate the resource damage and the resource loss that these students like myself are going to experience if you put our professors in this position. I'm a forestry major. I'm not an English major. I'm not a bio major. I'm not a business or a computer tech major. I have to move. I have to uproot myself and move somewhere else. I have to go to a different part of the state to find this major, to find the classes that I need. I'm not taking general ed anymore. I'm taking classes, lab classes, that are directed to my major. I'm not taking, I mean, of course, I've got a couple of general ed things that have to get filled if I want to do a transfer, but I'm taking classes that this district, only this district or this school or this area can offer. Like other places don't offer this in the area. I have to go move to like Humboldt or maybe SLO or somewhere. I have to uproot, and I didn't plan this. So if you put my professors in a position where they feel like they have to strike, I have to drop everything. I have to make sure I can find money to move. Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Why didn't I know? Why was this not more? I looked it up. It's been going on for years, dude. This is not like new. So why hasn't this been something? Why did I not know that you're so unstable? What is this? And I hear everyone's talking about like, oh, we're trying to be transparent, where's this transparency? I had no idea. And now, there's several thousand students here who are probably in the same position. A lot of people come to this college because it offers unique classes. Unique classes that if they get canceled because our professors have to strike, they have to leave, they have to go somewhere else. If it's unstable, I guarantee you a lot of other students are not going to give this district our money. I won't. Thank you.
I'm Joe Manlove. I teach math here. There's a non-response bias problem in this room that Gabby just illustrated really well. She's not the only student thinking this. I've had 2 students come to me and say that they've dropped all of their courses. I just want you to know that.
Is there anyone else for public comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on now to item 4.1, the Board Finance Committee report. At our monthly meeting, basically we just got a budget update and found out a reaffirmation of the State Chancellor's Office and other finance issues that were going on, but it was pretty much our monthly budget update and where we're at as far as the budget. Anything else to add?
Thank you, Chair. The Board Policy Committee met on Monday, and we had very few policies to discuss, and we had no changes to recommend. So what we have on here tonight was what was sent with no changes. But we were fortunate to have some time to discuss some suggested changes to our due process, which has been something I've been championing for a long time, and trying to provide due process to those people who are not covered by collective bargaining agreement. And we're starting to see some changes, and but since the committee and those who attended, like Alan Kissick, we just got to see it for the first time. We're going to study it and make recommended changes at our next monthly meeting, and it is our hope at that time, but we'll wait till then to decide for sure, that we will make changes that this committee feels might enhance the due process that we'd like to provide for this district, and then send it back through the whole constituent review and have it come back to the board. That's our hope.
Alan, did you want to add anything? I know this is something you've been working on for a long time as well.
It's going to save for my remarks later, but I will speak to it. I want to thank the trustees for